What's your ADAT input doing? Nothing? Make the most of it. Introducing the new Focusrite Octapad Mark II and Octapad Mark II Dynamic. Two great ways to make the most of your ADAT input. Focusrite, the Mike Pre company.
We're here at NAMM 2010 on the Roland booth, although it's more of a city than a booth this year from what I can see.
Nice.
I'm here with Johnny Rabb, who's going to show us the new Octapad. Now, Octapads have been in the Roland lineup for as long as I can remember, but this doesn't look like any of them.
Right. Over 25 years ago we came out with the first Octapad, 8 pads, and now here is like the new crazy advanced version. And you can kind of look similar, but there's a lot of features that it can do, and it's a lot of fun to play. First of all, starting with the outside, right? You have a whole new case, you have a beautiful backlit LED screen that tells you all the functions you're going to be able to do, easy push button design, and the gum rubber pads are more designed based off of our V-drum type of feel and responsibility. So there's so much good response, dynamic range, really good feel there. So you also notice too, we have these small things here. These are LEDs that will, if you want to, you can set it to certain settings to where on a dark stage, you can see which pad you're hitting.
Okay.
And in phrase making and stuff like that, they'll either blink or they will turn off to let you know which thing is being edited. It's a very, very cool feature.
Now I see you've got a lot of additional pads connected to make it more like a regular drum kit.
That's absolutely
so
right.
How many additional inputs can you connect?
There's 4, and right here we're using, for example, a small drum kit plus the pad. So you can imagine right now we're standing up, but I could fully sit down and have this at an angle and have this as a full kit. So hi-hat, a little pad for the snare, hi-hat control, even some foot controller pedals to change patches and work on effects, and start and stop loops, KD8, and the COA8 for the ride cymbal. So I'm going to show how we can do some things on here. A, you can play it like a kit, right? So let's say I wanted to like record that or make a phrase. It's called phrase loop, and what I do is press the standby button, okay? And now we've got, the tempo is pretty high, but I've got it quantized as 16th notes, and I want to do it at about a drum and bass tempo of about 180, okay? And it's already in record mode, so I'm doing part 1 of 3. It's really, really cool, so let's go ahead and hear that. So anytime I want to do it, 1, 2, I hit the pad and start. A little drum and bass part, okay? Now you notice the click disappears and I'm in performance mode, okay? So then I can click part 2 and I can go find some bass sounds and I can rehearse it first by pressing the play button, put it in rehearse mode. So check it out. Okay, now it didn't record that time, but if I want to real time, press record and I can go right into it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now here's some magic thing about it. You're going to hear, right? All right. Now part 3, I can do the same thing. Choose a kit. Rehearse. There's our parts in there. Now I press the stop button there. I can control effects and everything real time, and the cool thing is not only that, I can save all my phrase loops to a USB stick, right? And I can also do USB MIDI to be able to control some sort of external computer for sounds and things.
And I believe there are some interesting mute functions so that when you've got the loops going, you can mute different parts.
Absolutely. And now if I had that still going, start it off, I can hit the mute function and mute out different parts. So there's muted all of them, right? Okay. So you have the end of doing individual parts. You can erase parts on the fly. There's 670 sounds in here to work with and tune and do whatever you want to do. So it's absolutely killer. It's the Octapad.
Yeah, it sounds like a great progress over the original.
Absolutely, and one thing to keep in mind, I love techno and drum and bass, so I went right to that patch, but there's percussion, there's all sorts of drum kits, standard, Latin, everything you can imagine, some African sounds, so as a percussionist, you can get crazy, but for people like me and Mike Jack and other people that love electronica music, we're digging this.
Thanks very much.
See you
Appreciate
guys.
it.
Absolutely, thanks.